Okay, now we have to discuss one more question from chapter 2, Science. See the question. It is coming from chapter 2. What is chemical name of plaster of Paris? Give reaction between plaster of Paris and water. Write any two uses of plaster of Paris. This is from chapter 2. Let us see. First question is, what is chemical name of the plaster of Paris? Chemical name of plaster of Paris. Here you see chemical name is calcium sulfate hemihydrate. This is the name, chemical name. But chemical formula is calcium in Ca, sulfate SO4. Calcium sulfate CaSO4 dot hemihydrate means half H2O. Hemihydrate means H2O. Hemi means half. So calcium sulfate hemihydrate means CaSO4 dot half H2O. Hemihydrate. This is chemical name, chemical formula. Let us see second part. Give reactant between plaster of Paris and water. This is the plaster of Paris, you see. CaSO4 dot half H2O plaster of Paris. When it will be added with water H2O. But here what happened? A particular amount of water molecule is added with the plaster of Paris to get desired substance known as the gypsum. If we want to get gypsum, we have to add a particular amount of water molecule, that is 1 upon 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2, 1.5 molecule of water. So when plaster of Paris calcium sulfate hemihydrate will react with 1.5 molecule of water, then it will change into a solid mass. That solid mass is known as the calcium sulfate bihydrate, 2H2O. So that is called the gypsum, which is a solid mass. And this is a reversible process. You see, reversible process. So we can give the like that. Reversible means what? Again, if we heat here, if we will heat this gypsum within 120 degrees Celsius or 373 Kelvin, then what will happen? This from 2H2O, 1.5 H2O will be evaporated, will be lost. Then what will be left? Half H2O will be left. That is CaSO4 dot 2H2O will be now 1 by 2 H2O means half H2O. That will be called the plaster of Paris. So it is called the reversible process. So when we add water, it gets into gypsum. When gypsum is heated, it gets into the plaster of Paris. Now let us come to the uses. What are the various uses of plaster of Paris? There are so many uses, but we have to discuss here two, but I have given here three. So what is? Now first is for setting fractured bones in right position. Sometimes we, due to some reason, accident, we get fracture in our hand or leg bones. So fracture, that is. So to set once again in the right position to the bone, so again doctor set the bone, then covers with the bandage like that and put the plaster of Paris and make it solid. So that keep a good support to the bone, so that till it gets setting, so we cannot move this hand because it is a strong support formation takes place. So that is there, the white bandage we put outside and some powder is kept and water is given, then it becomes into the solid structure. That solid structure becomes so heavy and very strong, so that we cannot move our hand. So we sling, by using the sling we just keep the hand here like that. So on the way that become the setting, the bones become setting. Now second one is known as the for making statue, models and other decorative material, so which are finishing material, like fancy material, so like statues, models, this plaster of Paris is used for that purpose. As fireproofing material, fireproofing means it does not catch the fire. So in fire that is for the fireproofing purpose we can use that is called the plaster of Paris. And for decorating the ceilings also, in our building, in the ceiling we decorate so many designs, that is also done by the plaster Paris. It is also heat proof. When we put the layer of plaster of Paris in our ceiling, then in hot summer day, the upside of the ceiling get hot, but we remain cool because this heat cannot pass into downside, because this plaster of Paris is also heat proof. So these are the various uses of plaster of Paris. Okay, thank you.